Here?
No. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
The plus sign. I'm sorry. This is Robert Villafranca at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium, where the JV match has gone to the third set. So what you're seeing on your screen right now is the third set of the JV match. Southwest Dragons, of course, wearing the green and black, the libero in the white jersey, and the Harlandale Indians JV team on the far side of the net. And with one set apiece, we're going to go into the third set. We told you that we were going to be on live at 6, and we didn't want there to be any confusion. So we thought we would come on at 6, like we said. And what we're going to do is we're going to let you enjoy the third set of the JV match without a whole lot of play-by-play or color. Just let you enjoy it and see what the pipeline holds for the Harlandale Indians and the Southwest Dragons. The varsity teams, of course, are 5-0. Both of them, 5-0 Southwest, 5-0 Harlandale, and this is in about 30 minutes. We're gonna come in for the varsity game. We call it the Queen of the Hill. 2 undefeated teams, the last 2 undefeated teams in 28-5A, and we are looking forward to bringing you that match. But of course, right now, as we said, it's the third set of the JV match. Southwest and Harlandale each have won one of the first 2 sets. So this will be the rubber game, the rubber set of the match. And the winner of this set, of course, will win the match. So we're going to mute ourselves just a little bit. We're going to let you see the pictures here and enjoy the JV set. And we'll be back. Once again, this is Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez, and we're here at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium. And what you're watching is the JV, the third set of the JV match. What you're watching is the third set of the JV match. The Harlandale Indians won the first set. The Southwest Dragons JV teams that are on the floor right now. The Southwest Dragons JV team won the second set. And we promised that we'd be on at 6. We didn't want there to be any confusion. So we came on at 6, and we're going to live stream the third set of this JV match. It's good to see what's in the pipeline for these two for these two squads. Their varsity teams, of course, are both 5-0. And if you follow us on social media, you know that we have been calling this a Queen of the Hill match for these two teams, the last two undefeated teams in 28-5A. One team will go 6-0, one team will go 5-1, and we are looking forward to bringing that match to you in a few minutes after the JV match is over. 15-13, you can see the score up. 15-14, the score.
And I know, Coach, you know, you couldn't have...
Bobby, go ahead.
You couldn't have predicted these two teams coming into this game, both coming in 5-0, but I know you predicted that this would be a very tough matchup for both of them, and it would be a very good matchup. So it just so happened to coincidentally fall that this game falls on a Tuesday, and we are here to cover that game, so we're excited about that. I know you had talked about leading up in last Tuesday's game, you know, that the Indians, should they win their Friday game and should Southwest win their Friday game, this would be the matchup. And again, as it has been every Tuesday that we've done a game, started our first broadcast was at South San for the Harlandale South San volleyball game, and that atmosphere was tremendous, and the Indians really did a great job of hanging in there and showing some Linsa pride. Then our Medina Valley broadcast with the McCullum Cowboys, and again, that was a similar atmosphere here, but I cannot describe. I will have to show you later on. The game is yet to start here, but I feel that the visitor side will be filled because I think we're already at capacity on the Harlandale side. So in fact, there might be some Indians on the opposite side a little later as this match gets closer to start.
The crowd is still flowing in. They have probably guessed start times for volleyball matches a little bit better than us. But the schedule says 6 o'clock starts, and of course that's dependent on the JV match not going long like this one has. And then after a JV match, there's about 20 minutes of warm-ups. But we thought you might enjoy this JV match. They don't get a whole lot of screen time, and why not? We're here. We told you we'd be on at 6, and here we are. 16-15. If you can read the score, if you can't read the score on your board, 17-15 now. The Southwest Dragons taking a 2-point lead here in the third set, but trying to set the tone for their varsity teams. And like Bobby said, it's an overflow crowd. The Harlandale Middle School volleyball teams are here. The Leal Middle School volleyball teams are here. The cheerleaders are here. The parents and fans are here. It's a playoff atmosphere, and we're glad to be here.
The only thing missing is the band. But there's no room for them.
There's no room. I think we took the last remaining spot for them. So maybe the next time around. But Tuesday night nets, what a joy that has been, and I'm so glad that we've taken that on. We stream Tuesday night volleyball for you, and a Friday or Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday night football game for you. And just to keep the light shining on all of these programs in 28-5A.
Coach, you can even preview next Friday's game as well. Or this Friday's game. This Friday, yeah.
This Friday is a football bye week in all of 28-5A. In 14-5A D2. Everybody has a bye week there. And so without a football game this weekend, we are going to stream the Harlandale McCullum volleyball game from the Dennis R. Smith Gymnasium at the McCullum High School campus. So join us again this Friday. That should be another big game. That's a big rivalry. If anyone who has grown up in San Antonio knows about that rivalry, and that rivalry transcends all the sports. And we're happy to be able to cover the Harlandale McCullum volleyball game or volleyball match this Friday. So bye week for football, fear not. We've got another big one for you. It's volleyball on a Friday night. Harlandale, 500 Formosa Avenue, McCullum High School campus. You're watching the JV teams here. Southwest has opened up a 6-point lead, 21-15. Following this set, there'll be about a 20-minute warm-up period, and we'll stay with you, and we'd like for you to stay with us. We're going to mute ourselves for just a little bit and let you enjoy this match as it progresses. 21-16, the Dragons are leading it. Match point for the Southwest Dragons JV team here, 24-17 lead. And serving, a knuckler. Harlandale has a tough time getting control of that, but they're going to bring it back. A free ball for the Dragons. A set in the middle, right through the block. 25-18 is the score, 2-1. The Dragons have taken the match. This is the JV match that you've been watching. And you can hear the crowd here behind us. They're fired up for a JV match. I can only wonder what they've got in store for the big 5-0 versus 5-0 varsity match that we have coming up. The varsity girls are on the floor. They're warming up. The warm-ups usually take about 20 minutes. We're going to take a break right here and let you visit with some of our sponsors. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
Doing hair is an art, and I take great pride in it. I love my job. I opened my original hair salon on this side of town 26 years ago, and I still have some of the same clients. My location at Brooks is a dream come true. This is the right time and the right place to start a business at Brooks. The South Side is growing so much.
What makes Brooks so attractive to business owners is the environment. Employees can live, work, learn, and play all in one area. The South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce is a cheerleader for businesses in and around Brooks.
Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium. We've got a good one for you tonight. The Southwest Dragons have made the trip here to the Harlandale High School Gym for a big 28 5A matchup between two 5-0 teams. Southwest comes into the game 5-0. They defeated Wynn, Medina Valley, McCullum, Southside, and South San. Harlandale has done their part. They're 5-0 in district play. Harlandale has defeated Southside, South San, Medina Valley, Southwest Legacy, and Wynn. So two 5-0 teams. And this is actually Harlandale home season opener in this gym. The gym has undergone some renovations, and they are playing their first contest on their own home floor. They played a couple of contests during the Harlandale ISD tournament right across the street at the Harlandale Middle School Gymnasium. I don't know if that counts as the home court, but the gym finally available for a varsity contest. They couldn't have chosen a better night to unveil the renovations.
Yeah, you know, it goes back all the way to last volleyball season where there was repairs needing to be made, was not able to be played here. There was some issues, and then there was even a game that I believe we were going to call that we couldn't do because of the accommodations in the other gym. So long time awaiting here for the Harlandale Indian volleyball team to come back, and the atmosphere in here, I'm sure you guys can hear it where you guys are at, but I feel like I almost have to scream, Coach, just to make sure you hear me, because I could barely hear you. And I know we've done many games in this gymnasium, but I don't know if I've ever heard it this loud with the crowd here and we've done some Harlandale McCullum basketball games, and it gets loud, but I cannot tell you that I don't know if I've ever heard it this loud before.
I think they've got it turned up to 11. They went past 10. It's turned up to 11 tonight. And again, 5-0 versus 5-0. One of these teams will be undefeated, of course, after tonight. One of them won't. We're in the first round of district play. Of course, they've got another matchup in the second round, but for now, this is the biggie, and we're bringing it to you from Harlandale High School Gymnasium. This is Robert Villafranca, Bobby Mendez.
Watching high school sports on Varsity Audio Sports YouTube. Brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
By motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my sister, my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns that you may have as well.
We're back at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium. We're going to bring you a big match between the Southwest Dragons and the Harlandale Indians. And if you're following us at all on our social media, you know that these two clubs are 5-0 and undefeated in district play. We're so glad to be able to bring you this game. And Roy Vieta has checked in. He's going to be watching with us tonight. And he says, let's go Indians. We hope we've got some Southwest Dragons fans with us as well. This should be a big one, and I know that both communities are very excited about their clubs. The Harlandale Indians are the defending champs. They won the district championship last year in 28-5A. The Southwest Dragons were the 5th place team. They did not make the playoffs. They did not qualify for the playoffs last year, but they are making up that absence with a vengeance here. Overall, they're 24-7. They won 20 games before they even started the district season. In district, they're 5-0, and we're looking forward to watching Annalise Castillo. She's their libero. She earned the San Antonio Express game ball this week, so congratulations to her. Addison Bartlett is a sophomore outside hitter. She was mentioned by the San Antonio Express as a player to watch in this city, and she certainly has lived up to those expectations. Senior leadership comes from number 11, Madison Milligan. She's listed on the roster as a middle blocker, but she'll do some hitting on the outside as well. And then, of course, the setter, Briazia Osborne. I believe she's earned a San Antonio Express News game ball as well. So a lot of talented volleyball players tonight. And I know everybody here in attendance is fired up and excited about what they're about to watch, as my buddy right here, Bobby Mendez, is as well.
Yeah, definitely excited. And look at these schedules and look at the records here. The Southwest Dragons, they, as you mentioned, come in undefeated, Coach, but it looks like they've made it look easy on paper here. The only team that really kind of gave them any kind of trouble was Eagle Pass win. And that was a team that the Harlandale Indians swept. So I'm very curious to see how this game is going to match up tonight. We know that physically I've seen the Indians play South San, and hearing updates on some of the games on Friday night, when they would go to 5 games again, they took South San to 5. The next week, I believe they went to 5 as well.
The very next game, Tuesday and Friday, 2 5-setters.
Yes, and then they took care of business in Eagle Pass, 3-0 over there. So again, just looking at this game on paper, I can tell you that it's going to be big. And if not, by not being here, just being in this atmosphere, this is a big game. And I am not surprised to see so many people out here to watch this game tonight.
An interesting point, Bobby, that you make about that. The only sets that the Southwest Dragons have lost have been two sets to the Win Mavericks. They went the full 5 sets in the district opener, and of course that game was played in Eagle Pass. And anybody that follows area volleyball knows that Eagle Pass is always a little tougher at home. And you take a bunch of high school athletes on the road, and maybe sometimes concentration levels aren't there, but it's not winning on the road is tougher. And the Dragons certainly had a little trouble with them in the district opener, and it made some people go,
yeah.
Is that 20-win season? Is that those 20 wins? Are they valid? But they've come back and made a good argument for the fact that they are valid. Medina Valley for the Dragons was a sweep. McCullum for the Dragons was a sweep. Southside a sweep. South San a sweep. So it's been 4 matches since the Dragons have lost even a set in one of their matches. So they are playing some outstanding volleyball. We're still in the warm-up. We're still in the warm-up phase. The Harlandale Indians are hitting now. They've got the hitting phase of the warm-up, and you hear the war drums, and the fans are into it. This is going to be big. Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez on RC Audio Sports. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Packed house here at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium for the season home opener for the Harlandale Indians. This is the first match that they've gotten to play on their home court. The gym has undergone some renovations and started in the summer, and they were doing their best to get it done as quickly as they could, and September 27th was as quickly as they could. So just in time for the second round of district play. The Harlandale Indians host the Southwest Dragons today. They're on the road on Friday to play the McCullum Cowboys. And then they've got a long stretch of home games here at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium because they played the first round essentially away and on the road. So they're looking forward to a long home stretch here on on the friendly confines of the gym at Harlandale High School. Bobby, what do you think?
Happy to be here again. I cannot describe for you guys the intensity that's in this building. You think there was a Bad Bunny concert coming up here in just a moment, but yeah, it's every packed house tonight. Everything you want in a mid-season matchup. You know, this is even pumping me up, getting ready for a football game, but we don't have one this week. So the next best thing, in my opinion, is be here at this game because there's a lot of action going on. But more importantly, for these two teams, it's going to be who's going to be on top of district right after tonight. So after tonight, there's going to be one definite leader in this district here amongst all these teams.
I can tell you, Bobby, that Harlandale High School and Harlandale ISD loves its volleyball. And a testament to that the head coach, Anna Castro, played for the McCullum Cowboys. And every one of her assistants is a Harlandale High School alum. And this community loves its volleyball. Anna Castro won a district championship as an athlete at McCullum. She competed at the state tournament, the state meet in track and field and the shot put. And she's been at Harlandale, a coach at Harlandale since the 90s. She's won a number of soccer district championships. When Sylvia Cardenas retired, she took over in her spot, and boy, she's filled those shoes well.
You know, Harlandale ISD, both McCullum and Harlandale, both synonymous with great volleyball play year in and year out. They have more winning seasons than they do not having winning seasons. So very, very close group. These teams always put together great effort and have a never give up attitude.
A never give up attitude is correct. We're moving to the next phase of the warm-ups. It's the serving phase, and that should go for 2 minutes. And that'll be the final phase of the warm-up. So we're about 4 minutes away from first serve. So happy you've joined us. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
We're back at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium for the big matchup between the visiting Southwest Dragons. They're 5-0 in district, and the hosting Harlandale Indians, who are also 5-0 in district. Before the break, we were talking to you about the tradition that is Harlandale ISD volleyball. I'd be remiss not to mention that the athletic director herself played volleyball on this court for the Harlandale Indians and coached the McCullum Cowboys. I believe it was 4 straight district championships. I'm going under there, might have even been 5, but a string of district championships that Coach Roseanne Martinez, coach, the athletic director now at Harlandale ISD, led the McCullum Cowboys to a string of district championships before she took the position as the athletic director for this district. So indeed, tradition, history, legacy, all around us. The warm-ups are done. Girls are in their huddles. Coach Catherine Cortez for the Southwest Dragons is visiting with her girls. Coach Anna Castro, the head coach for the Harlandale Indians, is visiting with her group. Boy, you just live to play in this type of atmosphere. The girls are, the Harlandale girls over here just taking the floor for introductions, and you can tell that they're fired up about the support that they're getting. The Southwest Dragons have traveled well as well, and they're showing their support for their Dragons volleyball team too.
There you go. It's about that time.
Oh, you gotta love it. We're so happy. We're just so glad to be able to bring this to you. We appreciate you joining us. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Things will quiet down here for the national anthem. We're going to stay here and honor our flag as well. Again, we were telling you, was the shared herself a game ball from the San Antonio Express for her libero play last week. She wears number 4. Number 5 is Addison Bartlett. You'll see her around the net. She can really hit the ball. Number 11, the leader, the heart of this team, Madison Milligan, listed as a middle blocker. And she'll get some hits in from the edges as well. Center, number 20, she's a junior, Briazia Osborne. She's earned the game ball as well. And now for the starting lineup, or for the lineup for the Harlandale Indians, number 1, senior Emily Vega. Number 3, I beg your pardon, number 3 is Emily Vega. Jocelyn Gutierrez, a sophomore. Natalie Garcia, number 6. She's been rehabbing an ankle. She's out of her boot. She's ready to go when the coach says go. Emily Perez, last week San Antonio Express Player of the Week. She's a lefty and she can hit it. Number 9, the other big hitter on this squad, Candice Furiabremea, taking her lap. Number 11, Nevea Adriano, she can hit it as well. Nina Garcia, a junior middle blocker. The libero, wearing maroon, number 13, she's a junior, Savannah Radisson. Avery Green, number 14. Oh boy, she can play all the positions. She's been doing some defensive specialist work here lately. And by the way, she's ranked number 1 in her class. She's a senior, Avery Green. Coming around the court, number 15, Julissa Garcia, who's also missed a few games due to injury, but she's gotten the green light from the trainers, and she is ready to go. Julissa Garcia, she's a senior in the middle blocker, a big part of the Harlandale Indians' defense at the net, and they'll need it tonight, facing Addison Bartlett and Madison Milligan. Here we go. Final words of encouragement. Are the leaders calming their teammates down? Are they firing their teammates up?
I don't know if they need to be fired up. I mean, this atmosphere alone has got to do it for you.
It's a good point, Bob. If you got to be fired, you got to get fired up. Somebody needs to motivate you to play this match. You're probably in the wrong business.
Yeah.
The Harlandale Indians wearing white jerseys and maroon shorts will be in the near court to start off this match. The Southwest Dragons in the far court, they're wearing the Southwest green and also wearing black shorts. They're libero and Elise Castillo, number 3, of course, in the libero's jersey. She's wearing white. And Savannah Garza, the Harlandale libero, wearing maroon. She's waiting for directions to enter.
Oh, and the Southwest crowd is here and ready to go too. They are loud.
Boy, this was just like a box just getting ready to explode. You felt the emotions during the JV match. But it's big girl time now. We're here for the varsity. 5-0 versus 5-0. Kayla Reyes will serve for the Harlandale Indians. A nice knuckler off of Sierra Flores, the junior, playing on the back row, unable to handle that. Kayla Reyes has a variety of serves. One of those is that knuckler, and it can rise on you. And Sierra Flores had some trouble with that. Right back to Flores, gonna get set, double hit.
2 quick points already.
2 quick ones. And Elise Castillo, of course, the libero. Generally your better passer. The Harlandale Indians probably wisely staying away from her. This time it goes to her, and that's going to go to Addison. Addison goes wide. 3-0 Harlandale. Addison playing on the left front for the Southwest Dragons. Nice set, maybe a little bit short. Addison Bartlett, the sophomore, goes wide. Another great serve. And Elise Castillo, the Indians will get a free ball. Kayla to Emily, the lefty. She's gonna dink that. That's not gonna go. Coming back this way, into the block. Avery Green gets a block, but can't get it to land inbounds. The point goes to Southwest.
Southwest able to stop that power from Kayla Reyes, doing a great job serving and picking up 3 points for the Indians.
Briazia Osborne serves, hits the tape. Kayla Reyes gets a set. She's going to go to Emily. Emily, the lefty, into the block. Avery will dig. Chanesty, Avery. The Dragons are in the net. Jocelyn Gutierrez will enter the ball game. She plays the front. This is Jenna Sandoval serving. She's a freshman, defensive specialist. But boy, can she serve. Kayla will dig. That's Chanesty. Over to Emily. Outside the antenna. Point Southwest. You see the score there on your board. 4-2, the Indians lead. We're in the first set. Sierra Flores will take her turn at the service line. That'll go to Avery. She can pass. Emily, boy.
Oh, nice.
Avery can pass. Kayla can set. And Emily Pettis can swat it. Great combination. Avery Green can play the front row. She can play the back row. She is, recently she's been playing a lot of defensive specialists, and she's had some just amazing digs that we have seen. She serves from the left back here. She's a right-hander. Jump serve, top spin, hard to handle. Kayla to Savannah. Emily gets a chance. Boom, long. Nobody touched it, it's out.
A little too much power on that one. Goes out of bounds.
Emily Pettis was a big part of Harlandale's big rally against South San. Addison Bartlett will get her turn, a sophomore outside hitter. Kayla will set to Emily. There goes the lefty into the block. Southwest will return. Kayla to Savannah. Emily again. Finesse.
That was a great job right there.
Kennedy. I'm gonna try to catch up here. I think somebody was in the net. Kennedy Reyes, it looked like she had blocked it successfully. The up official says no, it protects the net. Here comes Emily, the lefty. That goes to Annalise. Comes back to the Indians. Kayla will go long. That's gonna be Chanesty. Not quite high enough. Chanesty says, a little higher for me, please. A little higher.
Well, she can get up there.
She can fly. Natalie McGovern serving for the Dragons. Natalie always a lefty. Avery can dig. Kayla back to Chanasy.
There it is.
High enough.
There it
Chanasy
is.
says, I told you, a little higher. Kayla and Chanasy, they're a great tandem. Savannah Garza, junior libero, will take her turn at the service line. A little drop shot. Tries to hit that middle, the center of the donut. She did a good job. The Dragons been able to control that.
Indians getting a 4-point separation right now, but it is a back and forth game here.
Savannah Garza has 27 serve aces before this match. Chanasy will save. That was Nina. The Indians return. Madison with a big swat. Milligan is her name. Point, Dragons. She'll go right to the service line.
This is just what we expected, back and forth between these two.
Avery, nice pass to Kayla. Chanasy has to wait for it. She goes across, but the Dragons will dig. Miscommunication. Madison and Annalise miscommunicate on that. They let that one hit the floor. Coach Cortez certainly not pleased about that, but I'm sure they will get it straightened up. Here's the flyer for the Indians. Chanasy, Villarreal, Bermea. Garcia, junior middle blocker, anticipates the hit, sends it right back. That one goes to Annalise, a long pass, and Avery knows it.
Yeah.
Got a little excited. Annalise Castillo really gave the Indians an opportunity there. An overpass came to this side of the net, and Avery wanted it just maybe too badly as he hit the net. Point, Southwest. Annalise Castillo, the libero, at the service line. Savannah to Kayla. That's going to go to Avery. She's up. Little dink. The Dragons control. Chanasy this time to Kayla. It's going to go long again. Avery into the block. This time she's successful. Avery Green can play every spot in the rotation. She can play front line, she can play back line. She's a great hitter, and boy, can she dig those shots.
She got up there, and the power on that hit made it unreturnable.
Avery right to the libero, Annalise will control. Here comes Flores, Savannah. Kayla, which way she going? Back to Emily. Emily into the block. Nina will save it. Kayla pushes. Finds a spot. Official says in. Point Harlandale.
It looked like Addison Bartlett from the Dragons was going to have a good stop.
We've got a timeout on the floor. The Southwest Dragons have called it.
You're watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a billion-dollar insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the billion-dollar auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we're back at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium. What a crowd. And I think every coach on the coaching staff, boys and girls teams, is here to watch. So you know that this is high anticipation for this matchup. Kayla Reyes still serving. The Indians are still ahead, 12-6. We're in the first set. This is a best of 5. Early. Kayla goes long.
A little too much on that one.
You know, Bob, I don't know another sport where a timeout has so much impact. I mean, it can really change the momentum you call a timeout in a lot of sports, but man, in volleyball, they're really important, very strategic. Briazia Osborne serving for the Dragons. Savannah will dig. Kayla gets a nice pass. It's going to be Emily, the lefty. She goes soft. Addison Bartlett thought she was going to go hard, and she did it. So this time for Emily Pettis, a chess game, and finesse works. Jenna Sandoval back to the service line. We said, again, she's a freshman, a defensive specialist. She enters the game to serve 31 serve aces this year. That one goes to Addison, over the overpass. And Chanesky, Vermea, I beg your pardon, that's Jocelyn Gutierrez is going to make them pay. Jocelyn Gutierrez, number 5, a sophomore. And boy, she's really excited about playing a couple of injuries this year. She's had an opportunity to get a lot of minutes, and she has really come through, a sophomore on this team. She's doing well already, and I see a bright future for young Jocelyn. Sierra Flores back to serve for the Dragons. Sierra Flores, the junior outside hitter. She's got 44 serve aces this year. Kayla goes back, Emily goes hard, and a nice block. Boy, that was Madison and Addison. The Madison-Addison wall. Addison Bartlett and Madison Milligan. It's going to be tough to get through that one. Emily tried. Savannah digs. Kayla gets it in the middle. Avery goes left. Out.
Just missed it by an inch.
The line is in volleyball, so that was outside the line. Point to the Dragons, 14-10, little rally for Southwest. Savannah, a little long. Emily finds a hole. Annalise will set. Jocelyn called. Oh, she went over. The call there is you can't go over the net if you cannot.
Right.
If the team still has an opportunity to set, to pass and save. So it's kind of like pass interference. If it was on the third hit coming over, you can do that. But if it's on the first hit and the official feels like the team still has a shot at playing the ball, can't do it. Pass interference, we'll call it. Savannah to Kayla. Kayla, always playing chess.
Catch them off guard.
Always playing chess.
Ball comes back to Harlandale.
Avery Green. Whoa. Fastball. Dragons will control. Annalise will not pass it over. Well, that started with Avery's fastball. That was a heater.
Yeah, and Annalise Castillo could not recover and get that ball back over.
Avery takes a little something off of it. Works. A changeup. Point. Harlandale. Staying away from Annalise Castillo, the Indians are, and you'll find a lot of teams do that. You really don't like to serve to the libero. He's probably the best passer on the team. So the Indians avoiding. This one goes to Annalise, however. And Madison from the left side into the block. Emily will block her. The Dragons coming back. Indians get a free ball. Kayla goes forward. It's Chanesty into the block. Dragons control. Kayla again. Chanesty deep. Briazia there for it. Addison will try to finesse it. Pushes it into the tape. Doesn't clear. Timeout on the court. The Dragons have called their second one. Once again, little replay action here. Nope, not going to work. Not this time.
You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
back at Harlandale High School. This is the Harlandale Indians season opener on their gym, as the gym was undergoing some extensive renovations, and they're done with it. So the Indians get to play on their home court for the first time this year. They've got an 18-11 lead, so some nice home cooking for the Indians. Avery Green still serving. The deuce, caught for a little curveball there. Caught for a little curveball, she lands it. So Avery, another serve ace. Number 14 is her number. Senior, outside hitter, full rotation player, Avery Green. Oops, and she'll miss that one. Into the net, Point Southwest. 19-12 is the score. We're in the first set. And it's Addison Bartlett that goes back to wait for the rock. And she'll get it over. Avery in the middle back, Savannah in the left back, and looks like Emily Pettis in the right back. Here's Addison going to. It's going to go to Savannah. Pass a little long. Chanesty with Dragons control. It's coming back. Free ball. Madison brings it over. Avery to Kayla. Chanesty gets another chance.
Ouch.
Boom! Wow. Chanesty very man. She can fly. Boy, Bobby, that ball when she hits it, it's like a.
I don't want to get under there.
It's like a football when a kicker kicks a field goal. It's just a thud.
I don't want to be near there.
Emily Pettis, a little bit long. Madison Milligan wisely lets that one go. The official makes the call long. Number 6, Natalie McGovern at the service line for the Indians. Emily, Kayla, Chanesty.
Oh my goodness.
She's on fire. Emily loves it. So much fun to watch Chanesty. So much fun to watch Chanesty play volleyball. You can tell just how much she loves this sport. 21-13 is the score. We're in the first set. Savannah Garza, the Harlandale Libero, serving from the middle. Back row. Avery tries to dig that one out. Madison Milligan a little too strong. Point Southwest. Madison Milligan is listed as a middle blocker. You see in the middle bunch, but she'll play the edges as well, and she can swat it. Serenity Carey. Another jumper, Avery, nice pass. Kayla back, and that's Chanesty from the right front. Chanesty on the left, Chanesty on the right, Chanesty everywhere.
The Dragons are going to have nightmares about that tonight.
Chanesty qualified for the regional meet last year in the triple jump, and you can see why. White, the athlete. And Elise will dig that one out. The Indians will get a free ball. Savannah, Kayla tries to surprise the Dragons, almost did. Savannah to Kayla. This one's coming to Avery. Avery will dink. Southwest is there. The official says, nope, Harlandale touched it. Official's doing a great job tonight. So far, I agree with him 100%. If that means anything. And Elise Castillo, the libero, serving for Southwest, down by 7. Emily, tough pass for Kayla. She somehow gets it. Addison, Savannah, Chanesty will save. Emily will send it over a free ball for the Dragons. Here we go. Nope.
Oh,
Avery says nope. Natalie McGovern thought she was going to catch. The Indians snoozing. Avery says nope.
Great concentration throughout that entire volley.
Kayla Reyes, the junior setter. She was all area last year. Long again this time.
Oh, that hit the line.
The basketball line. That was a little long, Bobby.
Little long. Little long.
Little long.
A little too much on that one.
There you go. Number 20, Briazia Osborne. The Southwest Dragons setter brings that over. Oh, a tough serve. Kayla, Emily will have to push. Sierra Flores down the line. Point Southwest. 23-17 is the score. The Indians lead here in the first set. We're at Harlandale High School. It's a Queen of the Hill battle with 28-5A. Both teams 5-0. Oh, those side spin tough. Kayla has to push. No, Emily. Oh, I thought Kayla was going to have to push that one. Somehow, Kayla set that one to Emily. What a great set. I didn't think Kayla was going to be able to get to that. 24, we're at set point, 24-17. Jenna Sandoval, the freshman, server phenom, at the line again. Floater long.
Indians had an opportunity right there to end the match on this serve. But now the Dragons looking to close the gap here.
Addison Bartlett, Savannah will dig it. A little bit long. Kayla brings it back, and Avery sends it over. Oh, Madison Milligan, she's in the middle. Oh, Addison Bartlett loves it. Little shove from behind. Addison says maybe that was a little too hard. But boy, the girls were excited. What a match we had. We knew it. We told you.
Oh, that was just in, just enough.
24-20. 3 straight points for Southwest. And the Indians tighten up just a little bit. We've seen a few sets turn at set point. Addison Bartlett. I beg your pardon, Sierra Flores is serving. Long pass.
Uh-oh.
Chanesty. I beg your pardon, Savannah. Long pass. Anna Castro. I'm going to let him keep playing. I thought she was coming out to call a timeout. 24-21, 4 straight points for the Dragons. It's Sierra Flores. Sierra Flores, number 4 for the Dragons serving. Kayla. Whoops. Long pass.
Oh, wow. What a little run the Dragons are having right now.
Sierra Flores, they're responsible for a lot of that.
And there it is, Coach. There's that strategic timeout.
See if it works for the Indians this time. You're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
And we're back. Set point for the Indians in the first set, but 5 straight points for the Dragons with Sierra Flores at the service line. The Indians having a hard time getting that serve receive and getting a good pass to the setter. Chanesty, Avery, Savannah on the back line. They're gonna get a little help from Jocelyn. That's gonna be Savannah. Nice pass. And Avery from the middle. Oh boy, that might have gone long. Southwest Dragons help the Indians dodge a bullet. Madison tries to go backwards into the net. Point Harlandale, 1-0.
Talk about timeouts and how they changed the pace, as you were just talking about a moment before, Coach. Whew, wow.
I don't know. Boy, we're so excited to hear the scoreboard has gone off. I don't know another sport where a timeout affects momentum like it does in volleyball. Hey, thank you for joining us. We're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be back after word from our sponsors.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
Back at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium. The Harlandale Indians have just claimed the first set, 25-22. It's a best of 5. The teams have exchanged sides, so it's Southwest on the near court and Harlandale on the far court. The Dragons did a great job of closing. It was a set point, 24-17, but before it was over, 24-22. So game 25-22. So a 5-point run by the Southwest Dragons, a timeout by Harlandale, and then Harlandale scored the set point. But the Dragons were rallying.
Oh yeah, they made it close. They came back. It did not die very easy.
One set does not a match make. Riaza Osborne, Emily.
Oh, beautiful.
Left cross. Boy, she's a lefty, so at the left front, she's got the whole court to choose from. And we've seen her go down the line, and we've seen her cross like she just did. She's dangerous, and especially dangerous on that left side. So the Indians get the first point of the second set, ahead 1-0, and Jenna Sandoval, the freshman, will get Harlandale's first serve. Little knuckler. Terry. Almost lost the camera there.
Yeah. Indians starting where they finished off in that first game.
Serenity Carey back here on the back with Annalise Castillo and Addison Bartlett. Addison's going to get this one. Annalise will underhand pass to the front, and Chanasty controls. Kayla. Back row attack, I think, was the call, but it was out anyway, so that call doesn't matter as much. 2-1, Harlandale with the lead. Southwest serving at Sierra Flores. Pass in the middle, Avery tries to finesse it by Milligan. Doesn't do it, but Emily Pettis does. Finds a little hole in the donut, and Sierra Flores unable to get to it. Well, when you're hitting so many power shots, you got the team, you got the defense on their heels a little bit, and it lets you play that finesse game, it lets you play that tippy game a little bit more effectively. Avery Green from the back row, boy, she can serve. Riazio was set. Milligan has to back up, and the Indians will control. Chanasty waits. What body control? What body control?
Simply amazing how high she's able to get up, and just the power that comes after the hit.
The point goes to Southwest. She hit the antenna, and the official there at the stand has a little better view than we do there. Addison Bartlett serving with a 1-point deficit. That one's going to go to Emily. Emily overpasses. Kennedy Reyes.
Quick point there for the Dragons.
Kennedy Reyes makes the Indians pay on that overpass. Addison Bartlett serving, sophomore, 41 serve aces before we started this match. See why there. Back set, Emily waits, into the block. The block deflects it wide, point Harlandale. Emily right back to the service line. She just took the lead with that kill. The lefty brings it back. Madison receives. Briazia, underhand. Uh-oh.
Oh, one of the rare stops for the Dragons up front against Chanasty.
Boy, that was Natalie McGovern and Madison Milligan setting up for Chanasty. They saw that one coming. The set was a little slow, and it let the defense set up. You might expect Coach Castro, Kayla Reyes to go with a little bit more of a speed game if the Dragons are setting up for that kill. Jocelyn with the decoy, Emily with the back row hit. Chanasty with dink after being blocked. The Indians get a free ball. Kayla again. Chanasty, this time she's going hard into the block. The Dragons will save it. Avery with one of her digs. Going across. Chanasty, Virial, Vermea. She's got a couple of attacks in her repertoire. She got blocked. So she dinks one, and then she pushes one in a sharp angle. And the Southwest Dragons unable to control that. 5-4 the lead for the Indians. Savannah Garza serving for them. Little top spin. Sierra Flores to Madison. Tries to catch the Indians sleeping. Emily from the back row, the lefty. Annalise Castillo. Madison can't get to it. Natalie McGovern tried to set Madison. A little miscommunication. Went a little longer than Madison was expecting, and wasn't able to get back to it. Double hit is the call. Kennedy Reyes, the culprit. She didn't get the greatest pass. There was a hard pass to manage, and wasn't able to get a simultaneous hit with both hands there. She gets called for a double hit. Savannah Garza into the net. 7-5. The Indians leading. Carey serving. Chanasty again. Right to Natalie McGovern. And that gets on you a little faster than you expect. My goodness.
I want to know what kind of strength and conditioning these volleyball girls have, because they have some power when they go hit that ball.
You know, Bobby, I'd like to get a radar gun on some of those shots. Man, that is those are some reflexes that are required to dig those kills out. Chanasty Virial will serve from the back row. She's got a repertoire of serves as well. A little, got a timeout on the floor.
We got Isabella Tellez on the stream, Coach. She's watching.
Hi, Isabella, we miss you. Bobby's doing okay. Isabella switches for us a bunch on Friday nights, and she does a great job just grabbing the pictures. And we appreciate her joining our team. And Isabella, we're okay. Bobby is doing okay.
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. Thanks for joining us, Isabella. Got a little delay in the action. The officials coming over to talk to the sidelines and the benches and reminding them that they should stay seated and in the bench area. It's intense here, guys. It's hard to keep those emotions under control. Avery into the block. Sierra Flores, Emily will save. Fight at the net. Emily sends a free ball here. See what the Dragons can do with it. Natalie McGovern. Oh, the Indians control that. What a rally. Yikes, Kayla sends it over. Serenity to Natalie. Emily.
Oh, boy.
Emily Pettis, we saw her do that against South San a number of times. Well, you know, you've got your hitters that can hit from the front row, and Emily Pettis can, not only can she play the full rotation, she can come at you from any spot on that rotation. That was a back row attack. Well, not in the sense of a foul, but she was on the back row, and she can attack from the back row. Only the libero can't go over the net with the back row. Chanasty to Natalie. And Elise was saved. McGovern, underhand pass. Sierra Flores can't get it across the tape. The Indians open up a 5-point lead. It's 10-5. Chanasty Virial. Vermea still at the service line. The Indians with a 1-set lead here. They took the first set, 25-22. Chanasty, a little sidewinder. Called the deuce. Couldn't get it in the strike zone. Point, Southwest. Savannah will receive. Kayla gets a good pass. Avery a little bit long for her. She gets it across. And the Indians will get a free ball maybe. Whoops! Some free balls were a little less free than others. And Serenity Carey gets that one. It was an underhand pass across the stripe. And boy, it had a lot of top spin and it sunk in a hurry. And Elise Castillo just earned a game ball. Just got an ace for the Dragons. And Elise Castillo libero extraordinaire here for the Dragons. 10-8 is the score. Little knuckler. Savannah says, no, I'm not taking that. She was right. The serve was long. The point goes to the Indians. Kayla Reyes, junior, setter, all-area player in 2021. Natalie McGovern to Addison Bartlett. Down the line, she's good. Addison Bartlett's a sophomore. San Antonio Express News told us that she was a player to watch. She's lived up to expectations. Riazia Osborne, a sidewinder. Chanasty to Kayla. Avery fixes her feet. Wow, not the best set. You'll see Kayla dish up there, but Avery was able to get her feet underneath her. She made it work. Jenna Sandoval. Whoa, ace. We told you.
They weren't ready for that one.
Jenna Sandoval's again, she's a freshman. 31 serve aces, actually, well, only behind Avery Green. She's second on this team in serve aces this year so far. Addison will receive. Sierra Flores, kind of long. Natalie McGovern makes it work. That didn't look like it was going to be much, just like on the other side of the net the last time the Harlandale Indians were attacking, but the Dragons make it work. Sierra Flores from the left back, little knuckler. Savannah has a hard time handling that. Kayla will set to Emily into the block. We haven't called Emily's name much tonight, but she's been a key player right behind Chanasty Virial Vermea in kills.
You hear the crowd with the Linsa chant.
Natalie McGovern into the net. Point to Harlandale. Avery Green serving for the Indians. Sierra to Madison. Avery will dig. Kayla goes long. Chanasty but a little long. A little long. 15-11 is the score, a 4-point lead for the Indians. The Indians won the first set, 25-22. This is, of course, the best of 5 high school volleyball. Addison, Avery, Kayla goes back. Emily, block or no. The Indians somehow get that. Savannah sends a free ball, and a little bit long. Dragons will control. A little bit hard with the pass. I'm not sure what Osborne was thinking there. Must have been a tough pass, and she just sends that one long. The Dragons can't catch up to it. Emily to Madison. Riazio will set. Natalie McGovern, the lefty, hits the antenna. Point Harlandale, 17-11. A 6-point lead now for the Indians. We got a timeout on the floor. The Southwest Dragons have called it.
You're watching high school sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Brought to you by Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
And we're back after his Southwest Dragon in a timeout. The Indians leading 17-11 in the second set. The Harlandale Indians claimed the first set by a score of 25-22. This is high school volleyball, varsity volleyball, so it's a best of 5. Emily the lefty to Madison will receive. Riazio will set. Madison comes up to front and hit. Yep. Madison receives. Riazio Osborne sets, and Madison takes care of business on the front row. 17-12 now. Harlandale leading. Looking for a number 6 is Natalie McGovern. Little jump serve. Avery receives. Kayla goes to Chanessy. Chanessy fixes and will send that one over easily. Big for Avery. Chanessy over the block. A little bit up and over and down for Chanessy. That block is really there for her. And so Chanessy has to be creative. She's not going to be able to go into that big Madison Milligan block. So she's got to be creative there at the attack. Savannah Garza, the libero, serving, hits the tape, but the Dragons will control.
What a block. Kayla Reyes did a great job of getting up above the net.
Kennedy Reyes tries to get it by Kayla Reyes. Kayla Reyes says no. Point Harlandale, 19-12. Savannah Garza still serving. Into the tape. Savannah Garza had 27 serve aces before she came into tonight's match. And back to serve for the Dragons, Serenity Carey. Sends that to Avery. Kayla back sets. Channesky's on this side now. The block. That is Sierra Flores, and number 12 is Kennedy Reyes. Kennedy Reyes repays the favor. She was blocked on the previous hit. This time she does the blocking. Carey. Long. Avery Green, did we tell you she was ranked number 1 in her class? So she's probably pretty good with her geometry, and she calculated that arc correctly. That was out. She let it go. Chanessy serving for the Indians right by the net. The Dragons do well not to touch it. Savannah, Avery, free ball Dragons, and Elise. Over to Natalie. Natalie pushes it long. Try to find something here on the right front of the Indians defense. Sharp angle would have been, it was a good idea. It just wasn't able to execute. 21-14, 7-point lead for the Indians. Chanasty Virial Bermea serving for the Indians. Sierra Flores, Annalise, and Carey back on the back row. Kennedy tries to push it. Chanasty back, Carey will dig. Natalie to Flores. Flores gets hit the antenna, yes she did. The official right here called it, yes it did. Looks like number 10, Alyssa Curd has entered the ball game for the Dragons. Sometimes hard to see that number with the ponytail, but I think that is number 10, Alyssa Curd. I think that's the first time that she's come into this ball game. Chanasty will serve, and Elise will receive. That's going to go to Kennedy. Kennedy goes long. Nope. Kennedy Reyes just not able to calibrate here tonight. She's missed a couple of close calls. Great ideas and great strategies. She just hasn't been able to execute on the idea. 23-14. Chanasty will receive. Kayla goes back. That's Emily, the lefty, rides the net just a bit. And Elise can't get to it.
Maybe some miscommunication there by the Dragons, not knowing who was going to go after that one.
Right.
The Indians able to drop one down.
Alyssa Curd entering the ball game maybe didn't have her signals just straight and wasn't sure if she was going to take that or on Elise was. Set point for the Indians, 24-14. Chanasty to Carey, a long pass. Kennedy Reyes can't get to it. Too close to the net. The Indians go up 2-0 with a 25-14 score in the second set. We're at Harlandale High School Gymnasium for a big 28-5A volleyball match. You're watching High School Sports on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
And we're back at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium for this big matchup between two 5-0 volleyball teams in 28-5A. We're about to start the third set. The Harlandale Indians have claimed the first two sets, the first one by a score of 25-22, and the second one by a score of 25-14. So the Indians hold a two-set lead here against the Southwest Dragons. The Dragons had not lost a set since the opening game of district against Wynn when they went 5 sets to win that match. But they swept Medina Valley, swept McCullum, swept Southside, swept South San, but struggling here against the Indians down 0-2. Kayla Reyes will serve, and Elise will receive. Addison Bartlett will get the point. Just like that, Addison Bartlett, yep. She says, just like that, let's do that again. Riazia Osborne, junior setter for the Southwest Dragons on the back row. She serves from the right back. Kayla goes way wide. Avery tries to find the hole in the defense. Southwest saves it. Sierra Flores gonna push it. Avery to Kayla. Kayla tries to catch him snoozing. Dragons not snoozing tonight. Briazia comes free ball. Chanesty to Kayla, back set. That's Emily Long.
Ooh, just outside.
The lead for the Dragons. I do believe this is the first time the Dragons have had the lead all night long. And of course, the biggest lead that they've had here, leading by 2 in the third set. The Indians took the first 2 sets, 25-22 and 25-14, but the Dragons not going to go down easy. A little sidewinder. Kayla, Nina, into the block. Addison Bartlett was there. So was Sierra Flores. Chanesty will receive. Kayla to Avery. Nice set. Rides the stripe. The official says the Dragons have touched it. And boy, that was a close call. The point goes to the Dragons. Coach Cortez for the Dragons disputing that. But the official not having any of it. 3-1, the Indians get their first point of the set on that call. Here comes Jenna. Fastball. Riazio will set to Addison. Addison into the block. The block deflects wide. Jocelyn Gutierrez was there for Addison Bartlett, but was unable to send that one back. Addison Bartlett for the Southwest Dragons, still only a sophomore. What a career she has ahead of her. Sierra Flores is a junior, outside hitter, serving now. Savannah receives right at the net. A little deep by Avery. Avery decoys at the net. She brings up the block. And that set goes to Chanesty Virial-Bermé on the back row. Just like Coach Castro drew it up. Avery Green now serving for the Indians. Just over the tape. And Elise Castillo unable to control that. Well, that was a near miss for Avery. It'll be interesting to see what she comes back with. A little safer serve. Briazia to Madison. Madison long. She knew it the second she touched it. She got it a little bit early, and the kill attempt went long. We're all tied up now, 4-4. After the Dragons had been leading this set. So here comes Avery. Right back at tape. She's gutsy, man. High risk, high reward for Avery. She's not going to back away from it. Avery Green, 27 serve aces before we started today. Whew, that was Addison Bartlett. Speaking of aces, Addison Bartlett. Addison Bartlett tries a little sidewinder there, side spin, and just misses it. Serves into the net. Serve comes over to Emily, and she goes long, so a chance right back at you. Adrenaline still flowing through the veins of these athletes. We're in the third set. Fatigue hasn't set in yet. Adrenaline going hard through the veins. Natalie McGovern serving. She's a lefty. Oh, what a serve. Avery Green, one of the best defensive specialists on this team, was unable to get to that one. So you know that was a sinker. Natalie McGovern still serving. A little longer. Avery has an easier time with that one. And she's going to try finesse. Up to it, Kennedy Reyes. Avery digs. Here comes Chanasty. Across. Dragons still good. Oh, 4 hits.
That one had to go over.
Yep. The Dragons kept the Indians on their heels that entire rally. Harlandale really having a hard time getting control for a hit. Another one by the lefty. Long pass. Kennedy Reyes.
It's been a great start for Southwest Dragons as they started this third set here, this match, and they're going to want to talk it over.
They're up by 5. Coach Catherine's seen enough. She's going to try to settle her team down. You're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
Hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Jocelyn could get it from the right front. The Dragons into the net. Once again, the timeout. It's a timeout, Bob. It's all about the timeout.
Oh, it's so loud in here.
You were commenting on that earlier, Bobby. I don't know that we've been in here for a louder gym. Number 12 for the Indians is Nina Garcia, junior, middle blocker. She comes in relief a little bit, and boy, she's so effective. The Indians really still trying to navigate through a couple of injuries, a couple of seniors that haven't been on the floor for a little bit for a stretch here. They're suited out, but they just haven't made it onto the court.
You know, Coach, the Indians looking to make a really huge statement here. Right now they're up 2-0, but to be able to come out with a win is a great thing. But to be able to sweep the Southwest Dragons, that would be a huge statement in this district ball game.
Bob, I'm going to hold you to that. If you jinx them, I'm going to remind you of that. We've seen a couple of 2-set deficits disappear.
Yeah, we've seen it. We have seen that, and Harlandale's benefited from that fact.
They certainly have.
But, boy, what a statement that would make in 28-5A if Harlandale can somehow manage to creep back in this one.
The Dragons doing all they can to make sure they don't go home swept. Chanasty sends that one over on the Leesville pass. Casey Coons with a big hit. Emily from the back row. And Natalie McGovern will save it. A fight at the net. Nina Garcia pushes it over. The Dragons will control. Double hit, somebody says. Somebody missing that. 2 hits. That was tough. That was tough. A little bit behind her. Casey knows. So 9-11 now. The Indians trying to close the gap. They've pretty much had a 2-point deficit throughout. this third set. They won the first 2 sets. Trailing here in the third. Chanesky to Annalise. Castile unable to control. That an ace for Chanesky. Muriel Bermeo. Add that to the 23 she had coming into the match. From the left front, little jump serve, sinker. Kennedy Reyes hard to Chanesky. Nice pass to Kayla. From the back row, Emily into the block. Kennedy Reyes.
You know, the Southwest Dragons have really done a great job of being able to defend a little bit better on those big spikes.
Yep. That block has been there. Kennedy Reyes, we've called her name on the block several times here in the last 2 sets. Annalise, Chanesky overpass. Ooh, the Indians somehow control that. Coming back, Savannah. Kayla's gonna go over. The Dragons were ready. Addison, tough. Yep. Addison Bartlett doesn't get a set like that often without cashing in.
You know, Coach, one thing I do notice about the Southwest Dragons is they feel a little bit more confident here. Those first 2 games, they were kind of deer in the headlights kind of thing here at Harlandale. But the Southwest Dragons have really come, and they look a little bit more confident in this third set here.
Bobby, they've won a lot of games. They're 24-7 overall, 5-0 of course in district. We've said that a bunch of times. But here's a fun fact. The Dragons beat the Indians in a tournament early in the season. So they're not intimidated. Maybe the noise, maybe getting settled in, but you do see some level of settling in for them. Annalise Castillo, the libero, still serving. She's got a 5-point lead in the third set. The Southwest Dragon faithful enjoying it too. Annalise Castillo pulls that one into the net, and that's going to kind of quiet the fans down a little bit. They were getting hyped behind the Dragons. Still a 4-point lead for Southwest. Kayla Reyes serving for Harlandale. Annalise Castillo to Natalie. Casey Coons can't land it.
Too much on that one.
Again, a great idea to go cross. There's a nice hole there in the defense, but
one of the things, Coach, that I'm noticing on the play for the Indians, and you talk about Chanesky and how much power she has, but the accuracy in when that ball comes off of her hand.
Sierra Flores will receive. Casey Coons will get it over. Kayla thinks she finds a corner. Annalise to Flores. Flores wide.
Indians cutting into that lead.
Accuracy is a big part of it, Bobby. You think, akin to a field goal kicker. You can kick it, you can kick a 50-yarder, but can you
get
it
a punter?
Or a punter as well, exactly. That might be a better example. Addison goes finesse.
Found a little gap in the area and cool down the Indians, because the Indians will cut that deficit down to, well, they had it down to 2. Now it's 3.
And again, Addison Bartlett had some big hits, so a little bit on your heels on defense, and you're able to play finesse a little more effectively. Emily from the left front, right into the block.
Yeah, in this third match,
Natalie McGovern, boy, she got pumped. She was there.
This third match, that front line of the defense for the Dragons has stepped it up tremendously. They were doing that a little bit in that second game, but right now Harlandale's been having a little bit more trouble squeezing that through the line, or the net, I should say.
Riazia. Chanesky receives. Kayla goes to Avery. Avery, a little bit wide. 18-13, a 5-point lead here in the third set. The Indians have the lead in sets. They won the first 2, so they lead 2-0. They're trailing here in the third set by 5. Osborne again hits a tape. Avery Green unable to control. So now a 6-point lead for the Dragons.
Well, you got to give credit to the Dragons. Their backs were against the wall in this match here, and they've done a good job of creating a little bit of space here and getting some confidence.
Emily tries to finesse. The Dragons are ready. Carey from the back row goes wide. Gives the Indians a break.
You saw that little adjustment there. The Indians were going hard and noticed that defense is being picked up, but this time a little tap, and it worked for the Indians.
Little change up, maybe like throwing a screen pass when you've got them blitzing. A football analogy. Jenna to Bartlett. And she'll send that to Kayla. Kayla to Avery. Into the block.
Boy,
Addison Bartlett.
Channesty on a diving effort there. Not able to get that.
Slow to get up. Channesty will receive. Kayla goes to Avery. She's gonna try to finesse it over the block. So that block has really gotten in the Indians' head here. Addison and Madison at the wall, and the Indians having a hard time getting around that block. Timeout, Harlandale. The score is 21-14. You're watching a great match of high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
Coming back to the Harlandale High School Gymnasium after a Harlandale Indian timeout, trailing by 7, 21-14. Here in the third set, the Indians own a 2-set lead, 2-0 as they claim the first 2 sets, but the Dragons really in control here in set number 3 with a 7-point lead. They're in the 20s. It's 21-14. Sierra Flores is serving for the Dragons. Savannah receives. The Indians will send over a free ball. Flores to Briazia to Madison. Quick, short set, just a shoot. Very hard to set up the defense against that. Great idea by Osborne. Madison was ready.
Yeah, you can clearly see the momentum has really shifted to the Southwest Dragons side as they're 3 points away from trying to take this match.
7-point deficit for the Indians, a 2-set advantage in sets, but a 7-point deficit here in the third set. Avery Green will serve. Annalise will receive. Briazia finds a hole in the donut. Point Southwest, I beg your pardon. 23-15. Addison Bartlett at the service line. So to the Indians' advantage, at least she's not up by the net. A little harder to attack from the back row. Avery Green, she can dig. Emily into the block. That one works. A little bit further away from the net. Sometimes that changes your angle. So Kayla sets that one a little bit further away from the net.
That was huge right there because it was a big rally happening for the Dragons. And now the Indians here with an opportunity.
Natalie McGovern goes back to the service line. It's set point, 24-16. And the Southwest Dragon faithful starting to feel it a little bit. Avery receives. Kayla, little deep. Avery Green from the back row. The Dragons will control. Casey Kuhn sends it over. Kayla pushes. Oh, Annalise is there.
Wow.
Can't control it. Boy, these liberos, man, they're just like quick as a cat back there. Annalise, those reflexes are just incredible. Savannah, speaking of liberos, Savannah Garza, the Harlandale libero. Madison Milligan claims set point. The Southwest Dragons claim the third set. It's 2-1.
Well, it wasn't going to be easy. We knew that coming in. You know, it looked like the Indians, you know, up 2-0, but these two teams are not undefeated for no reason.
They've won a few games for a reason. You're exactly right. It looked like the Harlandale Indians were in control. They won that second set by 11 points. It looked like they were in control, but we've watched a few volleyball matches to know better than that. Volleyball is not over until it is over. As a wise man once said. Hey, you're watching a great match of high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back for set number 4.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history, like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept. Readapting historical sites takes a little longer, but Brooks is committed to preserving their past while creating opportunities for their future.
And we're back at the Harlandale High School Gymnasium for this big match between two 5-0 volleyball squads. Southwest 5-0, Harlandale 5-0. The Indians leading in sets 2-1 as the Dragons have just taken the third set. We got a little intermission here, and the Harlandale cheer taking the floor to show their athleticism. It brings to mind, Haley, where is Haley tonight?
Haley is a world traveler, so
she's in like
somewhere out there.
On the East Coast somewhere. I think she's going watching a Broadway show in New York or something. I'm sure she's missing us. Haley, if you're out there, you'd love all the tumbling that's going on. It's like you said before, it's like the Olympics out here.
With the Coliseum feel to it with all this noise here, and we're back.
Be safe, Haley. Haley will miss our broadcasts this week, but she'll be back next week. Be safe out there, Haley. Briazia Osborne misses the first serve. So that is going to kill the momentum just a little bit. Let's see if Jenna can take advantage. Nope, right back to you. Two missed sets, maybe nerves a little bit here in the fourth set, maybe fatigue. We'll see how this plays out. Sierra Flores now serving for the Dragons. Kayla Reyes, a back set to Avery on the right front. And again, Avery, a little bit of a push there. Didn't use power, used finesse, it worked. 2-1, Harlandale. Avery on the service line. Madison Bartlett, Sierra Flores going over free. Avery to Kayla Chanesty. Before the block can get there, but Annalise digs it out, and it's coming back wide. Point Harlandale. Harlandale leads in sets 2-1. Claimed the first one 25-22. The second one 25-14. And the Southwest Dragons won the third set 25-17, I believe. 2-1 in sets of that, I'm sure. Harlandale leading. And Addison Bartlett, jump serve. Savannah, trouble with it. Saves it. Emily free. Emily doesn't send any free balls over. She's going to put something behind it every single time. And this time, even if they cleared the net, I think Madison Milligan was right there for it. Addison Bartlett serving for the Dragons. All tied up in the fourth set. Ace, Addison.
What a momentum shift, I should say. I was thinking swing, but you know, it's 4-3 right now, but you just look at the attitude and the body language of Southwest, and they're looking a lot more confident than they did in those first two games.
It's imperative for the Indians not to allow the Dragons to get out ahead, because they've got to do something to quell that momentum a little bit, but the Indians having a hard time at the service line. They've already given up 3 points at the service line. The Dragons with 5 points, so they've only had to earn 2 of them. Natalie McGovern, hard set.
There you go
Emily
again.
Pettis, yeah. Emily unable to control that. Usually a very good serve receiver, but Natalie McGovern really brought that one. Little change of pace here for the Indians, and Emily Vega will enter the game to serve receive. She's on the back row with Avery and Savannah. Let's see who Natalie goes to. Right to Emily. Emily receives, and Avery goes long. We try to go to the back row, try to decoy for the front row attack. Getting fancy early, didn't work. A 3-point lead for the Dragons. A floater, Savannah to Kayla. Kayla to Chanesty, the go-to. Annalise will save. McGovern will set. Kennedy Reyes into the block. Jocelyn and Kayla can't pick it up.
You know, I feel like I can almost pinpoint when the shift started happening. And you talk about that front line of, is it Addison and Madison? And when they stop those big hits coming through, really threw the Indians for a loop, but there you go, the Indians able to find an area.
Kayla Reyes getting good control, and that's what you've got to do. You got to be creative when that block is setting up for you. And the block was getting set for Kayla's set. Instead, she pushes it over, finds a hole in the donut. Point Harlandale. Savannah serving 8-5. The Dragons lead. And Elise again somehow digs it out. A free ball for the Indians. Savannah will set. Chanesty fixes her feet. And Annalise will dig once again. Natalie McGovern goes left. Kennedy Reyes. Chanesty thinks oh boy, she did. You can see her, Chanesty Viriabermea's eyes just lit up right there. She saw that hole in the defense, and she put it right there.
Indians trying to cut into that lead. Stop that momentum shift.
Casey Coons, a little bit of an overpass. Dragons in the net. Coach Cortez changing up the serve receive. She sends Sierra Flores and then Elise Castillo on the back row to receive. See who Savannah chooses. It's going to go to Annalise.
Oh,
she was a little further up. She was a little further up than she thought.
Yeah.
Annalise ducked the serve, but it was well inside that baseline. We got a timeout this time. Coach Cortez has called it. All tied up at 8 in the fourth set. The Indians lead by a score of 2-1 in sets. You're watching high school volleyball. This is the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We're back here at Harlandale High School Gymnasium. We're all tied up in the fourth set. The Indians with the 2-1 lead in sets. Savannah Garza serving for the Indians. Little top pin ace on Elise Castillo.
Savannah's fired up, Coach.
She is fired up.
She's fired up. She felt that 1 point right there for the Indians to take the lead.
Have you, how about that vertical when she gets fired up? Oh my God, Savannah Garza's got a vertical.
And a stomp at that.
Casey Cruz into the net.
There's a big timeout.
There's a big timeout once again, a little substitution. Coach Cortez sending in Alyssa Curd to receive. Savannah Garza's serve. Savannah doesn't like her toss. Recover, reset, reboot. Whoa, long overpass. Chana Virial says, I'll take care of that. Thank you very much.
She went up high on that one.
Yeah, she went up. She thought it was going to be a little closer to the net. It was more of an overpass than she thought. She had to reach way back to get it. And Chana Virial Bermea, the flyer, was able to get there. 11-8, a 3-point lead. Savannah Garza still serving. Hard to control. It's going to be a free ball. What did the Indians do? Long. They won't have to do anything. They'll let it go.
What a rally it's been for Harlandale ever since that timeout. And Savannah's done a great job. She's had about, what, 5? They were down by 2 by the time she started serving, and now they're up by 4.
The Dragons with another substitution will send Sierra Flores to try to put this fire out. Annalise to McGovern to Madison into the block. The Indians control. Savannah will set Kayla. Kayla into the block, and it comes back. Chanasty tips over. Annalise, boy, how about those reflexes? How about those by Avery and Kayla? What a rally here.
Oh.
Casey Cruz just
what a game.
Wide, just wide. You know, Savannah Garza's a leader in 3 sports. She leaders in basketball, she leaders in volleyball, and she's one heck of a catcher in softball. So she's a 3-sport leader here at Harlandale. Doing a great job at the service line. Madison a little further back. Avery will dig. Kayla will set 2. Chanasty, finesse. Sierra Flores controls. McGovern to Madison into the block. Annalise will put it up in the air. That's coming back across. Savannah to Kayla. Kayla goes back. It's Nina Garcia. Well, they like that play. Didn't work that time. Kennedy to Avery. Avery to Emily Vega. Chanasty free ball. Annalise. McGovern. Madison tips.
Oh,
it works. Point. So finally Savannah Garza off the line. A little slow to get up. She's a little slow to get up there. Savannah Garza is. Got a timeout. We were talking a little bit about Savannah Garza and how she's a 3-sport leader. And boy, I think she could probably throw an implement too in track if you could talk her into it. I bet she could throw the discus a long way, but of course track and softball kind of tough to manage. You saw Savannah Garza suffer some apparent cramps against South San and slow down just a little bit. And they give her a drink of water. She's going to stay on the court. Serenity Carey will jump serve softly to Avery. Kayla in the middle. Oh, Chastity. It gets dug though. The Dragons are bringing it back. What a big hit. That was Carey that dug it out. Kayla.
Another
into the
one.
block. Out.
Wow.
Out. Chastity twice. Oh man, Serenity Carey, what a dig. That might be the dig of the night right there.
What a big bout between these two. It's a heavyweight fight. I know we say that a lot in sports, but boy, when you've got power going back and forth like that, that's amazing.
This is big girl hits, man. Big girl hits. Chastity, Virial Bermea serving with a 5-point lead, 14-9 here in the fourth set. Annalise will receive that, and McGovern will bring it over to Flores. Avery to Kayla will push, and Avery Green. That's Chastity on the back row, Avery Green up front. Avery again, finesse, Annalise will dig. McGovern over to Flores. Wide, point, Harlandale. Long rallies. Conditioning playing a big part of this match. Chastity to the back row. Carey having trouble with that. Emily will dig that one out way back there. Avery Green at the front, into the block. And Annalise will save it. 4 hits.
I can see that the Indians are getting a little bit more of their confidence back that they had early in the ball game. They, for a little while, were a little timid going back up for those big hits. But it looked like the Indians are looking back to when they started.
They've settled in, and they're trying to, here lately they've been going over the block, so a little bit of an adjustment for them. Savannah Garza looks like she's battling a little bit of fatigue there, but staying in the game. Chastity, Annalise will receive, long pass, gets pushed, McGovern, Kayla tries to kill it. She can do it, not that time. And Elise Castillo serving for the Dragons. Little knuckler, Emily Pettis to Kayla in the middle. Avery Green into the block. McGovern goes back. It's Casey Coons. She pushes. Chastity saves. Oh, somehow that goes over. Oh, it went over, but Addison Bartlett said not for long. The Indians doing just everything they could to get that ball over and get a second chance. Addison Bartlett would have none of it. No second chances here. Avery to Kayla. Chastity, back row. Annalise is there again. McGovern goes back. Casey Coons. Kayla will dig. Avery will dig. Addison Bartlett. Big time. Front row player.
Those Dragons, they're not going to go away easy here.
Not going to do it. Annalise, nice, hard serve. Chastity on the back row is going to go long. Carey will pick it up. Natalie will set. That's Flores. Right down the line. Right down the line.
Of course, the Harlandale fans think otherwise. They're talking about it.
They're going to confer on this. I'm not sure what the question was when the ball hit. I was blocked by the cage up here, that the fence that we're behind, and I really didn't get a good look at where it landed on the floor. I don't know if that's what's being discussed. The antenna, maybe it came very close to the antenna, but the officials are going to make sure they get it right. And the call is going to bring over the captains, McGovern and Kayla Reyes. This is what we have. A do-over. The official says a do-over, no point. So that works to the Indians' advantage as the point was counted for the Dragons. So we're gonna do that one over. Still not sure what the confusion was. Kayla will push, looking for the hole. McGovern goes forward. Flores, Chanasty digs. Kayla, Avery's in the front line. And Elisa pushes. McGovern, Addison gets another chance. By the block, and Elise will, guess what? Dig again. Flores, Emily. Nope. Boy, credit to Annalise Castillo. She earned a game ball this week, and boy, just some amazing, amazing digs tonight. 16-14 is the score. The Harlandale Indians have called a timeout. You're watching a great match of high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves.
And we're back. Nina into the block, Chansey pushes, Carey. Let's see if the Dragons can control this. Savannah is gonna lift it for Avery. Avery's gonna push. Carey.
Yeah.
She got caught for Carey. Held onto the ball just a little too long.
It looked like she was not decisive yet if she wanted to pound it or she just wanted to loft it over.
Stayed in her hand just a little bit too long. Into the net. Annalise Castillo, a great turn at the service line, but not quite able to even it up. She serves into the net. The Indians with a 2-point lead, and Kayla Reyes goes back to the service line with a 2-point lead and a 2-1 lead in sets. Jump serve, back, Flores, McGovern, Addison. Addison gets pumped.
Yeah, you know, that's just a great heads-up play there on the front to see them come aggressive, and then for Addison just to get it right over the defenders.
A lot of body control. Riazia.
And good discipline there by the Indians not to try and get that one back over, as they knew that serve was coming long.
Jocelyn Gutierrez enters the ball game again. She's at the front row, a great blocker she is. And number 4, Jenna Sandoval, the freshman, serving for the Indians with a 2-point lead. It's 18-16, Harlandale ahead. Jenna goes long, and Elise will receive. McGovern pushes over. Avery to Chanasty, back over to Emily. Oh, Emily not exactly where she wanted it. But again, Emily's always going to push that ball hard. She's not going to give you any free balls. And she just wasn't able to get enough lift on that. Sierra Flores serving for the Dragons. 18-17, the Indians lead in the game, 2-1. They lead 2-1 in sets. Savannah will receive. Avery back to Savannah. Free ball for the Dragons. Annalise.
Oh, heads up
where
play.
she was that time. Yeah, heads up. I thought she was going to play that. Savannah set that a little bit wide.
Well, the ball was high enough where she got to be able to look down to see where she was at and let that ball go.
18-18. Avery, nice pass. Kayla, back. Savannah to Kayla. Emily, this time she gets a lift. Still long.
A little too hard on that one.
And the Dragons take the lead, 19-18. Sierra Flores.
Yikes. The Dragon fans are pumped up.
Nevea Anguiano, another hitter in this lineup. Coach Castro looking for some fresh legs. Sierra Flores lets the Indians off the hook.
Talk about fresh legs. You know, you see these girls, they are setting and jumping
and celebrating. I know we burn a little. I know we burn a few energy points on the celebrations. Everybody does. That's how you play the game.
Oh, that went out.
That was long, wide. These athletes just love to play this game, and you shouldn't do this unless you love it. Avery serving. Flores will dig, and Elise will set. Addison Bartlett. Avery keeps it under control. Chanasty, boom.
Oh, there it goes. That's been the first one in a really long time. That's gone.
Kayla, just a great pass just inside of the antenna. The block was set up a little bit further to the middle, and boy, Chanasty took advantage of that. Little conference with the official. Avery Green serving, jump, safe on Elise. The steal can't get to it. It was a deuce.
Yeah.
Slider, timeout, Southwest. The Indians lead 22-19 in the fourth set. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Live from the Southside Magazine is a Latina-owned online and print publication that helps residents and visitors learn more about the South Side of San Antonio and all of Texas. Magazine features and columns support the local community by telling stories that promote people and businesses. Our goal is to expand community relationships and give Southside San Antonio residents an opportunity to express themselves. Learn more at southsidesanantonio.com.
Finding the right home is hard. Now finding the right realtor, that's the easy part. Vanessa G. Medina with Proper Realty will work hard to help you find the right home for you and your family. Contact Vanessa today and let Proper Realty help you find your dream home.
And we are back for Avery Green at the service line. Jump serve, and Elise controls that one. Briazia
found a gap.
To Madison. Found a gap on this side, just like Chanasty had earlier, right inside the antenna. And Briazia, she set that, and she wasn't pleased with it. But Madison Milligan, the veteran, able to make something out of it, gets it, sneaks it inside the antenna, and gets the point. Addison Bartlett at the service line with a 2-point deficit. Boom, net.
You know, Addison not very happy with herself on that one right there. She knows what a critical point in this ball game that is. Now the Indians just 2 points away from wrapping this up.
2 points can be a long way, Bobby. Jenna to Flores, Briazia to Kennedy. She's been effective and effective again. Savannah Garza unable to get to that. Kennedy Reyes, man, she has been just awesome since about the second set. She had a little trouble early on in the match, but boy, she has really come around. 23-21, Natalie McGovern serving for the Dragons. The lefty tries to find a hole there. Avery to Kayla, Chanasty into the block.
Power wins on that one over 2 Southwest Dragons defenders.
Chanasty says the block is there. I'm still going there. I'm still going there.
Nope. Reminds me of the Manu dunk over Manu, or a Manu dunk over Yao Ming. Did not matter.
Avery to Flores. McGovern pushes it over. Avery Green can save it. Chanasty again. Finesse this time.
There it is.
There it is. Point. Harlandale.
All set up by that very last power hit. They were expecting another one as he changed it up on him, Coach.
The Harlandale Indians have remained undefeated here after this big Queen of the Hill match with the Southwest Dragons. They claimed this one by 3 sets to 1. The Indians 6-0. The Dragons 5-1. And now the Harlandale Indians, big game this Friday again, and we're going to stream that one as well. It's Harlandale against McCullum.
What a great game it was for the Harlandale Indians.
And here's the tradition of the Harlandale volleyball team that goes way back to Coach Cardenas. I really can't tell you how long this tradition goes, but after the games, win or lose, the Harlandale Indians will come to the line and they'll sing the alma mater, maroon and gold. And that's what they're doing here. Congratulations to the Harlandale Indians. What a match. The Southwest Dragons put up quite a defense, and this is only the first round. They're going to meet again at Southwest in the second round, but for now, the Harlandale Indians undefeated in 6-0, the Dragons at 5-1. You're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
It started in 2019 with Texas Revolution Youth Football and Cheer. It was inspired by my late sister, Patricia Galaxy Mora. She had passed away. Before she had passed away, we had conversations about starting my own organization. Right now, our actual motivation is to get these kids to the next level as far as getting ready for middle school and high school football. Our plan for Texas Revolution is not only teaching them the fundamentals of football and cheer, but it's also teaching them how to be great young men and women, providing for the city south side and also raising them right. No pass, no play. Being here and being very respectful to their coaches, to their moms, their dads, their guardians. And that's what we strive for, is to raising the next generation of athletes, but also great men and women too as well. Look us up on Facebook too as well for any questions or any concerns.
And we're back at the Harlandale High School gymnasium, where the Harlandale Indians volleyball team has survived this Queen of the Hill battle, a battle of two 5-0 teams between a battle between Harlandale and Southwest. The Harlandale Indians victorious tonight, 3-1, and they will continue to play in an undefeated fashion. They're 6-0. The Southwest Dragons dropped to 5-1. It was the first set that the Dragons had dropped in their last 4 matches. And here's the best part of it. There's an encore. They'll meet again in the second round. They'll meet at Southwest next time.
Well, and I'm sure that is also going to be a very intense matchup with the crowd as well. You know, the crowd did bring it. The crowd really, I think, played a big factor in this game. I feel that maybe, you know, that's probably what got Southwest off to maybe a slower start. Is the capacity here at the Harlandale Gymnasium. But you know, to credit for the Southwest Dragons, because they really bounced back and they made it very difficult for the Harlandale Indian volleyball team to pull this victory out. You know, they did have that 2-0 lead. They came back, won that next match, and they were poised to do the same here in this last match here. But the Indians just found it in themselves to get over that hump.
The Dragons are for real. I'm here to tell you, the Dragons are for real. The Indians, the defending champions, and you'd have to go all the way back to 2007 and 2008 for the last time that the Indians won back-to-back district championships. We're a long way away from that. We're approaching the halfway mark, so I guess we can talk about it just a little bit. But the Indians in first place here as we approach the halfway mark. The halfway mark is Friday. The Indians traveling down the road to 500 Formosa to play the McCullum Cowboys. And we're going to stream that one as well. We're streaming it right here on RC Audio Sports. But before we close out, we want to visit a little bit about our player of the game.
Oh, definitely. And, you know, certainly the player of the game, you could pick from a handful of them on that court. But I think...
We'll go through on the back row. Avery Green, again, just phenomenal digs back there. Savannah Garza played through her fatigue. Emily Perez, always a big part of this offense. Kayla Reyes, just one of the best setters in the city. I'm telling you, you just got to see Kayla Reyes. She can really tee that ball up, and I'm not sure. I don't want to miss anybody. Jenna, of course, Sandoval back there at the service line, had some great aces tonight. Jocelyn Gutierrez stepped in, had a couple of highlights herself. Nina Garcia.
Yeah, you know, the one person I want to mention before we talk about our player of the game is Kayla Reyes, too. She, you know, not only was she involved in a lot of the defensive stops, but, you know, setting up our player of the game. I'm not going to give it away that easy.
All right. and also want to give some mention to the Southwest Dragons that came out and brought it. And Elise Castillo showing us why she earned a game ball. Certainly very deserving of that. She is a libero extraordinaire. Madison Milligan leads this team. She's the heart of this team and got some big-time hits as well. Addison Bartlett, a sophomore, and the Express News told us she was a player to watch, and she's lived up to expectations. Their setter, Briazia Osborne as well. Kennedy Reyes came back and had some really great kills. And as the entire Southwest Dragons team, really, if you weren't, obviously if you're watching this, you weren't here live, but the fans that were here live were treated to a great volleyball match, and I hope that you enjoyed it too online. We were very glad to bring it to you. But before we close, let's announce our player of the game, and our player of the game tonight is
none other than number 9, Chanesty Villarreal Bermea,
senior outside hitter for the Harlandale Indians. So congratulations to Chanesty. A great game tonight along with your teammates, and we congratulate you and all the Harlandale Indian squad. Until next time, which is Friday night, when the Harlandale Indians travel to play McCullum. Until next time.